Hi, my name is Brendan Tai, and this is Sports Marketing IBM 4922. This is the final project, and my product will be live sports through VR, and this is what I'll be presenting on. So, just a quick overview of my presentation. First, we'll be talking about the product, what it is, how does it work, where can you get it, and then we'll be explaining the situational analysis of the internal customers and external side of of our company, and then we'll be going over the SWOT analysis, the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities, and threats about my company, and then we'll be talking about the competitive advantage factors that will be able to give us a advantage over competitors, and then we'll be talking about goals and objectives, kind of tasks and objectives that we can hit within each year that we can accomplish to help our product be successful. And then we'll be going over the marketing mix, such as product, price, promotion, placement, and then a marketing strategy, who's our target market, how we gonna go about using this target market, and how can we approach it. So my product would be an app, and it will be using the VR technology. So consumers will be able to watch live sports with the VR headset. So you'll be able to be immersed in the experience of watching an actual live game as you were actually there. You'll be able to sit front court, you'll be interact like you're actually in a game, and that's the type of product that we want to produce. With technology advancing, we believe we'll be able to accomplish this, and it'll be such a cool idea to actually feel like you're in the game, you're watching the game, like at real time, but you're actually at home on your couch with the VR set watching it. So for the situational analysis, the internal side of the company, our team, we will be doing all the research, all the development, all the R&D work that goes into the app, all the programming, all the coding that needs to be done. We want to have our team working on it because it's such a highly technological app that it needs to be vetted by us, and we need to make sure that everything goes well for the customer safety, and if needed we will reach outside help. We will if there's something that we don't have the knowledge on, then we'll go outside and reach. As well as money, we do need investors to kind of help fund our app, since we probably won't have that much money to help invest in ourselves. We need investors to help fund it for us. And then for the customers, we want to make customers feel safe, since this app, it's kind of like a revolutionary app that can change the VR industry. And we want to make sure the customers feel safe with the technology, and then we want to reach the target market from people from ages 18 to 30. It's pretty much for all sports fans, but I feel like the people that will use the app will most likely be people from ages 18 to 30. They're relatively young. They'll be interested in this new technology, and they'll be more likely to use the app compared to the older people. And then for the external, we must worry about the competitors in the VR industry, as there are a lot of outside competitors such as Oculus, Google, Unity. So we need to make sure that we stay on top of their game, making sure that we are creating competitive advantage to stay on top. And then some other external problems will be lack of trust from consumers, since this is a new technology that hasn't really been used before. Consumers can be a little fearful of what the app can do. It can cause they can be scared that something might happen, so that's something we might need to overcome. Now for our SWOT analysis for the strengths. So what can be a strength is the differentiation with the product. Obviously this is a new creative idea that I believe no other VR company has done. Actually feel like you're at the game watching like the Lakers versus Miami while you're just sitting on the couch. So it's different. And then what's another strength is the convenience of not going out. So if you want to feel like you want to go to a game but you're not really feel like going out, you can just put the VR set on and just sit on the couch and feel and watch the game like that. Another strength is our USP, our unique selling position. We are selling a new immersive experience of watching a live sports game while actually not being there. And if we do have a large target audience, as we did want to focus the age from 18 to 30. It's still a large sport, still a large target market, as there's a lot of people who watch sports. There's a lot of sports that are popular, NBA, NFL, MLB, hockey. So there's a huge market in this, which is beneficial for us. Some opportunities we can get is partnerships with sport teams, so we can partner up with the sports teams eventually once we get our name for ourselves, so that way they can benefit. We can come up with a beneficial agreement to where they can benefit as well, since if they don't feel like going to the game, they won't be they won't be paying for the tickets, so the consumers will just be using our app. However, if we do a partnership, we'll come up with a way where we will both win-win. So that's something we want to do. And then we'll have brand deals. Once we get popular, we'll do brand deals with companies on our social media platforms. And then we'll utilize influencer marketing, since nowadays everyone's talking about technology on social media, such as YouTube, Instagram. Everyone's doing reviews and such and such. So we'll be able to partner up with some influencers to talk about our product, to talk about the brand, to let their viewers know that this product is safe, is comfortable, it's a great experience to use. And then for weaknesses, so some of the problems is we might not have enough spending budget, as it can be a steep budget, so we need to find a way to break even. That's one of the problems of this. And then another thing is consumer loyalty towards the fans, for the fans to the teams, as a lot of the consumers will probably want to just go to the game versus actually taking a risk on this technology, so that's a weakness. And then you do have to purchase a VR set outside of the app. Even though the app is free, you do have to purchase the VR set, and people might not be a fan of that. Some of the threats will be VR competitors that are competing with us. There's a lot of VR competition as of now, so we need to find a way to create that competitive advantage for years to come. Investors might not be willing to invest in our app, because it can be a risky investment with the technology going into things. If it doesn't go well, then it can harm the consumers. And then again, the app may fail due to new technology. Our R&D team might not be able to to make sure that the app will be functioning well, due to the technology that we implemented into our app. So for competitive advantage, like I said earlier, differentiation, that create gives us a competitive advantage, because we are different than the other VR industries. Our our technology is different, our concept is different, everything is different. Our USB is very attractive. It will get into the consumer's mind, because we're trying to sell immersive experience, being at the game, like a real life game while you're just sitting on the couch. That's what we're trying to sell. And then we want to make sure that we match opportunities and strength, maximize it as much as possible, and then convert our weaknesses to strengths and our threats to opportunities. So that way, once when we figure out when we look at our weaknesses and we find a way to convert it into a strength, that'll be beneficial for us, because that's one less weakness we need to worry about. So for goals and objectives, for year one, we want to have at least 2,000 app downloads by the end of the year. We want to keep it kind of realistic, just to make sure that we hit everything, hit realistic goals and make realistic objectives that we can accomplish. And then we want to have a 15% increase our brand awareness each year. So we want to do a lot of promotions, a lot of brand deals, such and such, just to make our brand aware, create brand loyalty, recognition, and then build an overall brand equity. So as each year we increase 15%, that way we can, by the end of like year five, we'll have a lot of followers, a lot of loyalty that will enjoy our product. And then by year three, we'll probably want to improve our technology, make any tweaks that need to kind of just give consumers a kind of a new feature or new benefit to our app, so they can stay loyal to us. And then by the end of year four, with all the things that we have accomplished, hopefully we would have created a competitive advantage over the other competitors. So for our marketing mix, our product is obviously a live sports, watching live sports through virtual reality. You can get it through, you know, get it through, your smartphone app. And our price, the apps itself, it's free. Just we will charge a subscription base for $5 a month, since where you're going to be able to watch the games but we are keeping it affordable, so $5 a month is kind of fair, I believe. And then the VR set itself is $100, and it may seem pricey, but compared to other VR competitors, their range from 200 to 400, so 100 is fairly cheaper compared to the others. And then our promotion, we're going to attend sport games to talk about our product. Maybe we'll do some sampling, and then we'll obviously be posting on social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. We'll be posting videos explaining about what the product is, and then we'll be running paid ads as well on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, just to make sure that we create a brand awareness. And then the place, like I mentioned, Google and Apple App Store. Subscription payment will be through the app, and then the VR set purchase, you can purchase it through the app as well. Lastly, our marketing strategy. So the way we want to, do this is from our target market. So our target market will be sports fans, of course, from any range of sports: hockey, baseball, basketball, football. And then we'll be doing ages from 18 to 30. Like I said, we want to keep it relatively young, because they're most likely the people that will be able to use the app, that they want to use the app, they're interested in technology, they'll be willing to try it, which is why we want to keep it to this age group. That concludes my presentation. Thank you so much for listening.